that arc? That's what we're looking for. It's not the spot where I want him to come in. We'll make that spot right here. Alright, that's game number 5, the circling game. Let's see if we can go sideways, game number 6, without using a fence. Good. Pretty good. All right, that's game number 6, sideways game. I'm going to use the fence for a squeeze game, which could replicate. Is that the word that you would use for maybe on trailer loading? Simulate? Simulate. All right. Horses are born claustrophobics, right? So we're just going to squeeze this horse between me and the fence. That's the start. That's the start of jumping a horse in the trailer right here. Squeezing him between two walls. Between me and this fence is a wall. That's what the ground stuff is about. It's about challenging. It's not only to get the arc, but when you get good at the ground games, you can now learn how to challenge your horse on some responsibilities that you give him. So when you get up on his back, he already kind of has an idea of what you're asking for. So say I was up on his back and I wanted to move the hindquarters, and this has happened to me. They don't move. All right, I get off and I come down on the ground and I'm like, without bending his head and neck, let's try and get him to move the hindquarters. Now I'll jump back up there and see if I can move him up on the back, right? It works, trust me. This deal here, you'll see. This moving the forequarters around the hindquarters, because this is what you're going to need, especially in the barrel racing. When you're training this side of your horse to follow this rein, you haven't got time to use an outside rein. So we're constantly exaggerate to teach and refine as we go along. You'll see me when I get up on his back, I'll pull on that inside rein and this side will follow that rein. A few little examples there on how the ground games work. So when you get up on their back, they have an idea on what you're asking for. But for the most part, the ground games are the mental part. Look at this horse's expression. I've swung my stick and string. Does he look like he's alarmed at all? You can take this stuff. It doesn't matter whether you're in the Astrodome at Houston. That's the Reliance Center now. That's how old I am. You could go to Fort Nelson. You could go to Utah, anywhere. You can get out of your truck and trailer, get your horse out before the barrel and do the ground games and get this horse connected to you. There's nothing worse than pulling these horses out into an arena somewhere and you can just see them. They're like, and you're up there trying to ride them and they are not connected to you one bit. You can do this stuff anywhere. Anyways, I'll crawl up on the back.